I don't come again. When I know Versailles on this sleep since when I manage this video. Good day everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am very sorry for not uploading a video in a very long time. I know only few people actually really wanted a new video, like few. I can list their names, but don't let me do that shit because I know some people have been pressuring me. There are very few that have been pressuring me, so it does look like I'm capping or something. So as you can see in the description, today I'll be sharing with you guys my wristwatch collections because I'm sure not everyone really cares though, but people know me, knows I love wristwatches actually, and it's kind of odd because how can you be broke and have a wristwatch collection? It's weird. And also, I think a friend of mine told me to make a video of my wristwatch collection around the first time I started this YouTube channel. But as at that time, I only had like, was it 4 or 5 wristwatches? I couldn't call that a collection because it was small now. I mean, 4 or 5. But thank God, and it's not ritualism actually, but thank God we now have, or I now have a collection because I have like 7 wristwatches, I think. Yeah, that I wear 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, I don't really wear this one, but I'll come back to this. So I'll be sharing with you how I got these wristwatches, and before I start actually, the watch that got me into this whole, I can't say mess though, this whole joyful encounter of brokenness. I was wrong. Yeah, it was actually this watch. This was, I can't call it my first original watch though. I had an original watch way then in JS3, but then I didn't really care about wristwatch. I loved wristwatch, like I've always loved wristwatch from jump, but I've not really like valued them since I got this. So yeah, this started it all, and let me start with this. So this is, I actually also, I don't know the names. I know the names, but like the full numbers and everything, I don't really know them. So I'll put them on the screen while I review the wristwatches. So this is a Fossil watch I got in 2015 from my dad. So it was when I knew that wristwatches, like yeah, this was the first time I actually got the watch that the inner, still I don't know what's called it. The seconds and hours, the stopwatch inside works. So the first watch I actually got that had that feature, and so 2015 this started, and that has been with me since then. I lost it at some point, I think in SS3, but I later found it, and since then I've been mindful of who I give this watch to, like put on their wrists. I actually hardly give people my wristwatches though. So yeah, this is the number one, the Fossil, blah 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 blah. This is the number. So yeah, after I got this watch in 2015, this was my second watch. Most people that know me will know me with this watch. Actually, they will know me with this. That's from people that know me from secondary school. But this exactly, this particular Casio has been, oh my god, that has been part of my life in some way. I might soon be one. Yeah, one. All of them will start sounding now. So this particular Casio, I got it in 2019. I think I remember the date I got this one. 2019, it was on September. Yeah. September 27. I remember it was ending of September. I went to Sport to get it at the spa to get it. Then I went to my friend's place after. And before I got this watch, I remember I've been craving this watch since like 2018. I had it in my gallery, my screenshots for a very long time. And then I saw a promo that Spa was doing. They were like, get this watch and a leather Casio wristwatch for 20k. And I was like, I had to up on it. So I told my mom and my sis, and they couldn't like get me the money ASAP. But later when they got me the money, the promo was over. So I only had to get this watch, and it was like around 18k that time. But now, inflation and all has not really gotten that bad. You can still see this watch for less than 30k. Don't let me start calling prices of wristwatches, I beg. All on vanity. Yeah, so that's it on this watch. And also, I have this habit, let me just chip this in. I have this habit of sleeping with wristwatches. Sleeping with wristwatches on, please don't. Don't misquote me, sleep with wristwatches on. So this was what started it. But I remember then in school, I used to forget where I dropped my wristwatches. Not like I don't trust my roommates, like my locker is always open and everything, but I don't like looking for my wristwatch before classes. So then I used to keep this one in my locker. Then I don't take this one off most of the time. So I always had a wristwatch on. I don't know if you can see, but it has like some scratches and it has been through hell actually since 2019. So I used to bathe with this watch. I used to sleep with this watch. Sleep with this watch on. Yeah. So that's it on this Casio. I think I remember, I know the name now since 2019, but I'll also show you guys the name. So this is the Casio A159W. Yeah, I remember that. That was 2019. So after this wristwatch, I got myself this. Yeah, I remember this Casio. I got myself this Casio in December. Was it December? December, yeah, December 29, I think. It was after Christmas. I remember I got this watch. I bought it for my next birthday. My birthday is January, so I bought myself a watch in December. Because immediately I got my money for birthday from my mom, I just ran to the store and got this immediately. Like, yeah, I need to start a collection as fast as possible. So I got this watch, and to be honest, I've been wearing this watch since that time, since 2020, after the pandemic. I've been wearing this watch since that time with the strap being loose. Like, I didn't want to like give those Aboki to like adjust it for me well. But thanks to God, January this year, I figured, I just don't know. I went to give someone to help me adjust the strap, but the adjustment wasn't perfect in my eyes. So I later did it myself, and it turned out really perfect anyway. So I also love this watch. I love all my wristwatches though. So this was like my, is it third? Yes, it was my third wristwatch ever. 2020 pandemic baby. So after getting this watch in 2020, 2021, one of my friends decided to surprise me. We were texting, randomly we were texting, and all of a sudden he just sent pictures of Fossil wristwatches because he knows I have this one. I was like, and he knows I love wristwatches. I was like, pick one. In my mind, I was like, is this guy joking? And so I saw this one, and he was giving that Rolex diver vibe. I was like, this is a big man's watch. If he can buy it, no problem. Because my I'm not buying this watch for my money. Actually, it's my most expensive watch. So, as at that time, I couldn't like put that amount on this watch. It's not that expensive, child. People can check the price, see the name there. So, he bought this watch and he sent it to me, and it got delivered in April. I was in school then, my 400 level. It got delivered in April. I can't even remember the day. I think April 16, sure. This wristwatch. This was my fourth wristwatch. I got this in April 2021. That was when I got this. And this wristwatch has been my. Anytime I know that the event is like going to be massive, not really massive, but all those kind of important events. That's when I wear this wristwatch. Show that it's small class. I have small class, That's when I got this research in 2021. So ending of 2021, I was looking at it that let's get myself another wristwatch. That's when I bought the sleekest Casio I've ever owned, or I own. This is the sleekest Casio I've ever owned. And actually I've bought like some wristwatches in between this one too. Because I remember then in my 100 level, I bought one Casio. It was really fake. It was fake as I bought it and I had my bath with it, and after coming out of the bathroom, everything just spoiled. And remember, I was like, God, never again. What do you expect? I bought this watch for 2005. What was I even thinking? So that was spoiled. Then later I got another Casio in EcoSafe. That one was a black Casio. They were all fake though, not like legit from Casio. But thank God we can afford Casio now. So yeah, I got this for my next birthday, in 2022. Yeah, so I got it 2021 December also. So December 2021, I got this. As I got my birthday money, same thing. Japa, go and buy wristwatch. So I bought this wristwatch, and it's very very sleek. This wristwatch speaks class, like. And for the name, I know it's A700W. I had issues looking for the current price of this watch because you guys won't believe there are like two different wristwatches. There's A700WM, which is this, and there's A700WE. Is it WEN? Yeah, and they look exactly the same, but the WEN is more expensive than this. I don't know why. I seriously don't know why. They look exactly the same. I even tried to put the pictures so you guys will see that too. They look exactly the same, but this is less expensive than the other one. So yeah, I got this classic, styly, fresh wristwatch. So before I move on with the wristwatches that I wear, I want to mention this in between, honorable mention. Jomlojo also got me this watch. I can't really remember the day because I wasn't really expecting it. It doesn't really have a brand, and I don't know what happened. The bezel got scratches sometimes, and one time, and I don't know the foolish thoughts that told me to scrape it round. So I ended up ruining the watch. Like I spoiled the watch. I couldn't wear this anymore, and I didn't bother changing the battery at all since that time. Since I can't wear it out anymore, so I just leave it. And I can't throw it away. I can't throw a gift away either. So I just leave this with me. So I know this and this is share Jomloju's work. So yeah, that's all on this. Then now, so last year, 2022, I didn't buy any watch because I served last year, and it was the real sad moment. That was when I started working, and I knew that money is not that easy to come by. Let's calm down now. So sure, last year I didn't get any new wristwatch. So fast forward to January this year. My mom was planning on getting my sister something, I think airport or something. So I was not trying to like chip myself in, like she get me something. So I told her to get me a Seiko watch, which was, she was like, nah, she can't get that. That is really expensive. So I got these two wristwatches. Let me show you guys all. So I got these two wristwatches instead. So the thing is, these two wristwatches, they cost less than the one Seiko watch that I wanted to get, because I figured that I had a lot of Casios, and most of my wristwatches were manual movements, quartz or Japanese movements. So, and I wanted a mechanical movement now. I'd be using mechanical, be automatic. See, I don't even fuck up and I was yeah, an automatic movement. I stand by my word, an automatic movement. Automatic self-winding watch are like wristwatches that you don't pull battery. So some people know, but let me explain. Watches that you don't pull battery in, they wind by themselves, just wind them and they will work. It's like spring. I can't explain the complication. Watch a video on it so you understand. So instead, I got these two wristwatches, and this one came in first. It's a Casio watch, also my first leather strap watch. It's really pretty. It gives that manly vibe, like send your account number vibe. At the same time, it gives you nerd boy look, but if you wear it with some outfits, it give you that send your account number vibe. So this was January. Yeah, I got this January. So I got this watch in January, and lastly, this one I've been sleeping with lately on my wrist. This one I'm sleeping with on my wrist lately. So I sleep with this wristwatch, and it's very sleek actually. I remember I wanted to get the blue one by myself, but it was looking really pricey for something like this in Naira though. I didn't look at the exchange rate because it was really pricey in my eye. So I told my mom to get me this too. So I got these two. This one came in last month. It came in last month. So that is that on my humble research collection. I don't have more for now, but hopefully I would invest in I can't really call it invest. I would start getting myself automatic watches. That's when I knew that yes, I am into the watch community. But for now, I'll just enjoy my god tier watches and keep being fresh with my wristwatches. And so that's it for my wristwatches, and thank you very much for watching this video. God bless you.